Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thomas Ashley, and welcome back to my Candid with Cancer series. We're storming through, we're pushing through, we're getting through it, we're over halfway through. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Candid with Cancer 12, Life After Cancer. I left London at the end of August, or beginning of September 2019, and I knew I wanted to be able to go back home and just rest. Not just sleeping, but just taking it slow, taking a break from chasing things and establishing who I am. That was short lived because even though I thought things should get better and I had a fresh start, just like all the previous times in my life, as much as you try to run and hide from your mental health, it catches up to you. And the older you get, the worse it gets. The longer you run, the worse it gets. The more questions there are, more that comes to light. Not only are you dealing with life as hard as it is already, but you have all this added baggage which you have no idea what to do with. My next note I wrote in October 2019, and I think I started to realise a little more that I have changed. However, when I reflect, how can I have started to change? I was only 15 when I was diagnosed, and since then, I never knew who I was. I was growing, but I just didn't know how to articulate it. I wanted to find an excuse for who I was rather than accept it. I didn't want to accept it because I didn't want this to be the person who I became, because I knew deep down it wasn't me. This would have been a Tom shaped by the cancer rather than one who embraced it. And I know I didn't want that. I just didn't know how to change it. I was giving in because I was just exhausted. Nothing seemed to work. I don't really know how to say. I don't feel like I fit in with my group. Sometimes I don't really know why. I try, I really do, but I just don't know sometimes. I just feel like they accept me because they have to. I don't know if I fit in with anyone. They tell each other things and do things together, and I just don't do. They have this close relationship, and I don't know if they just don't want me or I push them away. Because I push everyone away. I always have, and I always will. My confidence is little to none. I used to be able to tell people on a football pitch what to do, but I can't even do that anymore. I struggle so bad. I thought I was gaining confidence, but I don't know if I am. I don't think I am. I think I'm struggling again. A lot worse than I thought I was. I'm trying to be really fucking positive, but I'm realizing it's a false facade. It's not me. It's a lie. One big fucking lie that I'm telling myself so I don't fall into a pit of shit again. Because I don't want to. But I'm realizing I am. I'm just doing the same again like always. But I don't understand. I feel like I've tried everything. I really do. What more can I do? Does it ever stop? Yes, I've had a few happy times, but now I know when I have these happy times, the only way to go is down. All the way down. And there's nothing I can do. Because I've fucking tried everything. I want to have fun, but it's hard. I try hard for very little. I'm lost for sure, really lost, because can't love myself. 12th of the 10th, 2019. Shortly after this, I started a new job in my local area back. And though it was fun at times, I was having a good time, I couldn't outrun my mental health. And yes, I keep saying running away from it. That's what I was doing. I wasn't sure what was happening because I was having a fantastic time. I'd met some amazing people and friends, was keeping occupied and enjoying it. But it was as if there was something telling me that I can't enjoy it, something holding me back, that I can't enjoy life, that I have to suffer, that I can't just block out the truth. For years, I still didn't know why it would happen, why it would come back, and why it was persistent. I wish I did at the time. I would always use the same analogy I was told for my cancer. If they knew how I got cancer, they could prevent it. That same principle did apply with me and my mental health. Towards the end of November and throughout December, I went to a place which I never want to go back to. Never in a million years. It was a place that I didn't know existed, a feeling I never knew someone could feel, though I didn't have the knowledge and skills and words to be able to articulate it how I can now. I let my writing at the time describe and paint the picture of someone who thought they were on their final legs. I just didn't know what else to do, and I was hurting like I never had before. No end in sight. Because I had tried, and I hadn't stopped trying. I'd never given up, but it felt like I wanted to. I really didn't want to try anymore. See? That's where I struggle to see if it's temporary. Because when you go up, the only way is down, and people for years have been telling me it gets better. But it hasn't. When do you start questioning that? I have this image as such in my head that there might be a time when I get out of this way, but at what point is the next part of my life does it start to feel like a chore again? I could do everything I want to do, but I would still feel like this eventually. 23rd of the 11th, 2019. I'm battling with myself, and I don't want to. There's so much I want to do, absolutely loads, but I'm the only one person holding myself back. I'm the only one in the way of myself, and I don't want to be anymore. But how can I overcome that? There are so many paths that are set in stone, which I feel like I need to take, but I don't need to take them. I can create my own. But how? Because there is so much I want to do, and I know what I want to do. Instead of doing them, I decide to just ignore it as though it's going to come to me because it gets too much. There's so much I want to do, but I don't know where to start, so I don't do any of it. I know I need to battle past this, but how? How can I start? How can I battle the demons holding me back? The pressure I put on myself, how do I become who I want to be? That's the real question, and that's where I need the help. More than I thought I would need. But I feel when I can start and get through the first hurdles, however long that is, I will be able to strive on, show my true colours. I thought taking the step to drama school would have been enough, but that was only one of many hurdles I need to get over. I just don't know how to get over the other hurdles yet. Inside and out. I'm so inspired right now, but how can I keep this? I've done this shit like this before, got through the hardest shit I ever have to get through, so why am I not striving on? Why aren't I doing what I want to do and just commit? What's stopping me? I don't need someone to hold my hand and get me through this, but I need someone who can try to understand and point me in the right direction without bias or opinion. That's what I need. That's what I want. I have goals, but I need help creating the checkpoints along the way. I want to do it all, and I will. I just need help with myself inside and out. But where from? What do I do now? I've got everything I need, just don't know what to do with it. I need to unlock it, enhance it, and thrive with it. It's all in here, it's just finding the correct way to piece together all the pieces. I need to start somewhere, continue my journey, but I need to tell people instead of lying to myself because that's all I am doing at the moment. And it's destroying me. 23rd of the 12th, 2019. I don't really know where to start. All I know is this is not good. I am not good, and every time it gets to this, it's getting harder and harder. An email I wrote just over a year ago resides with me more than ever. Michael Bublé talks about being the strength and rock for his family whilst his son goes battles with cancer. However, since his son got the all clear, he crumbled and lost all that strength. He just started falling. He put so much effort into staying strong for his family that after, he had no more to give. I feel the same. He took the words right out of my mouth, but for me, I am still falling. Never stopped. And there is no one to pick me back up. You've read it 1,000 times, if you've read all the other messages, but I am exhausted. I have no emotion left. Just nothing. I am empty. Just shallow. I push people away because I am scared. I'm scared of losing them. I'm scared of the pain, the guilt, the everything. That's why I have such a hard problem talking to people, to open up, because I'm scared. If they get to know someone, they'll just disappear. Just like that. Gone. I'm sorry, Sanjay. I'm sorry I told you it would be okay. You deserve every right to be here right now. So much more than me. A whole life ahead of you, but taken away in a heartbeat. But selfish people like me live. Ellie, I'm sorry too. Both of you living in pain for ages, trying to find new medication to survive, doing everything to still be here. I can't imagine what your families are going through. I'm being selfish because others aren't even alive anymore. Why am I the one who survived? Why not the others? What I would do for them to be here right now. I'd take my life so they could have theirs back in a heartbeat. I don't want to live with this anymore. The guilt of being alive and wasting it when others deserve to be here. Each day, all I do is become more and more of a burden ever since I was first diagnosed. It's all I've ever been and always will be. I just can't be normal. I don't want this. I don't want to burden my friends anymore because I want them to be friends and not carers. I feel like a lost cause. Even writing this now is hard. I can't even write anything because I'm exhausted just repeating myself. It's everything. It's so hard to explain everything, to write it down. It is just everything. And before you ask, no. I'll never kill myself. I couldn't because of family. I know how much it hurts, and I couldn't do that to them. I have times where I think about it. A lot. But I wouldn't do it. I don't want to deal with the anxiety anymore because it's crippling. I literally can't do anything without feeling like shit, overthinking, playing out every scenario, etc., etc. So much to it. It holds me back in all walks of life. 27th of the 12th, 2019. That's episode 12 of Candid with Cancer, Life After Cancer. Thank you all for watching, thank you for coming back, and thank you if this is the first time joining me. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you can all learn something from it. There's another 8 episodes to come, and these next 8 are going to be very much more talking about mental health and a lot more standalone-y, where you can watch one if you want to. That's where I'll leave it for now, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.